Welcome back to all my dear students out there. Now we have learnt function of triangles. Let us start with a new chapter. Chapter number 13, congruence of triangles. To decide how two triangles can be proved congruent. Before we get into that, let us first try to answer these questions. Here, as we can see, we have a triangle and the name of the triangle is triangle DEF. Some questions which are to be answered. The first one is, which is the angle opposite to side DE? Which is the angle opposite to side DE? Side DE is opposite angle. This is side DE. Its opposite angle is, DE's opposite angle is angle F. So you will write here angle F. Angle F is the angle opposite to side DE. Similarly, second question, which is the side opposite to angle E? Side opposite to E. This is angle E. Angle E is here. Angle E's opposite side is side DF. So you will write side DF. Next question, which angle is included by side DE and DF? Included means coming between. Side DE and side DF. No, DE and DF is asked. This is side DE and this is side DF. Which angle is included? Angle included. Included angle is this angle. Side DE and side DF, the angle coming in between is angle D. So here you will write angle D. Okay. Fourth question asked is, which side is included by angle E and angle F? Angle E and angle F, these are the two angles. Which side is coming between these two angles? Which side is coming between these two angles? Angle E and angle F, the side EF is coming between these two angles. So here you will write side EF. Side EF. State the angles adjacent to side DE. Angles adjacent to side DE. Side DE is this. Side DE is this one. Which are the angles adjacent? Adjacent angles to side DE. Now adjacent angle means they should share a common arm. So they are asking us to find adjacent angles to side DE. So this is side DE. One angle you can write angle DEF and the next angle you can write angle EDF. These are the two angles. Okay. So we have learned to answer the basic questions. Now these questions, if you are able to answer, we can learn about the test of congruence of triangles. To prove that two triangles are congruent, we have to prove three parts of the triangle. Suppose we are able to prove three parts of a triangle congruent to corresponding three parts of another triangle. If we are able to prove any three parts of a triangle congruent to corresponding three parts of another triangle, then both the triangles can be considered as congruent. Then both the triangles will be congruent. Now to prove that, we have certain tests to determine the congruence of triangle. Let us learn in detail these tests. The first test of congruence of triangle is SSS test, that is side test. In a given pair of triangles, now here as you can see triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if they have given that side AB is congruent to side PR, so this way I'll show one mark. So these two, one identical mark, so these two sides are congruent. Similarly, if I say that side AC congruent to side PQ, double marked, and side BC congruent to side RQ, if it is given that three sides of a triangle congruent to corresponding three sides of the second triangle, then I can say that, therefore, triangle. Now, how you will name the triangle? The way you name the first triangle, in the same pattern you have to name the second triangle. That is, if you name it as ABC, then how are you going? From single marked side, ABC. See, from single marked side to triple marked side. Three identical marks you can see, no? Huh? So, from single marked side to triple marked side, ABC. So, if I write triangle ABC congruent to triangle, same way I have to name the next triangle. Single to 3 marked, no? Same way, single to 3 marked. So, you will name it as PRQ. Triangle PRQ. This way you have to name both the triangles. Okay, so if three sides of a given triangle congruent to corresponding three sides of the second triangle, then both the triangles are congruent by SSS test. Easy. Coming to the second test of congruence, SAS test. As the name says, side angle side test. We have learnt about included angle, no? So between two sides, the angle is included. So if you have a pair of triangles and they say that side XY is congruent to side LM, okay, single mark. Then angle XYZ, so this angle I'll mark it this way. Angle XYZ congruent to angle LMN. Okay, these two angles are congruent. And side YZ congruent to side MN. So, S side angle is included between two sides. And the third side, that is YZ, is congruent to MN. So, this angle now should come between the two congruent sides. Then only both the triangles are congruent by SAS test. And it should be continuous. It's not that one side here, one angle there, and the third side, not like that. It should be continuous, like side, angle, side, one after the other. So, SAS test. So, you'll write, therefore, triangle XYZ. See how I'm putting the congruent sign? Equal to, and upon that from down to up. Triangle XYZ congruent to triangle XYZ. How did you name it? Single marked to included angle and then double marked. Single marked, then the angle and double marked. So, second triangle will also be LMN. Single marked, included angle and double marked. So, this is SAS test where the angle is between two sides. Next, let us talk about the third test of congruence, which is called as ASA test. ASA test. In ASA test, just the opposite. Here, angle was between two sides. Here, side is between two angles. So, let's check it out. Look at these two figures. Very clearly, you can see that we have angle B congruent to angle R. Both have marked in the same way. Angle B congruent to angle R. Side AB congruent to side RP. And angle A congruent to angle P. So, as you can see, angle, side, angle. Between two angles, you have the side. Between two angles, you have the side. These two triangles, that is triangle ABC, congruent to triangle. How I named ABC? Double marked angle, single marked side to single marked angle. Same way I will name the next triangle. Double marked angle P, R and Q. PRQ, congruent to triangle PRQ. Double marked to single side and single marked angle. ABC congruent to triangle PRQ by ASA test. Angle side angle test. Coming on to the fourth type of congruence test. Just see children, now this figure is different from the other. The remaining figures, how did we learn? Two separate triangle. Now here I have named the two, here in this figure also you have two triangles, but it is joined. How will we name these two triangles? Suppose the name of the triangle is PQR and here you have an S. So we can break this into triangle PRQ and triangle PRS. So I'll just see in triangle PRQ and triangle PRS, in triangle PRQ and PRS, what can you see here? For both these two triangle PRQ and PRS, you have a side which is common. For triangle PRQ as well as triangle PRS, you have a common side. So this common side is always marked this way. So it is common. So I'll write about that side. Side PR congruent to side PR. It is common side. Common side. As you can see in the figure. Apart from that, we have some angles which are marked. That is angle Q congruent to angle S. Then we have one more pair of angles congruent. Angle QPR. No, different. No, three-letter naming we have to use because both the angles will have name P, but both are different angles. So here we will use three-letter name. Angle QPR congruent to angle SPR. SPR. You can see two cross. That means these two angles are congruent. So QPR congruent to SPR. Given, no? Both these are given. So we can say that triangle PRQ congruent to triangle PRS by which test? Is this SAS? No. Only one side we have, no common side. No other side is mentioned. But you can see two angles and one side. So is this SAS test? No. For that also you need SAS. Side we need. That is not given. SSS means all three sides should be given. That is not there. Okay. So which is the third test that we can use here is SAA. Coming in order, no, one after the other. One common side, first angle, second angle. Side angle test. Call it as SAA test, SAA test or AAS test. Angle side test. So both these triangles are congruent by SAA test of congruence. I hope you are understanding. Coming on to the fifth type of test of congruence of triangle, hypotenuse side test. Whenever you see a right angle triangle, that is whenever you are given right angle triangles, you have to first test for hypotenuse side test. Then only go for SSS or SAS or whichever test. In hypotenuse side test, obviously the hypotenuse of one triangle should be congruent to hypotenuse of the corresponding second triangle. Okay, hypotenuse of one triangle should be congruent to the corresponding hypotenuse of the second triangle. So as you can see here, AC and side PR both are hypotenuse and both are shown congruent. Then one more side we need. Side BC is given congruent to RQ. And as you can see, both these triangles are a right angle triangle. So both these triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. So I'll write triangle ABC congruent to triangle ABC. How I named? Nothing marked to 90 degree and double marked. ABC, nothing marked side to double marked. Same way, nothing marked to double marked. That is PQR. Triangle PQR by hypotenuse side test. By hypotenuse side test. Okay, hypotenuse, you have to write the full form. Here I have used the short form. So how will you test for hypotenuse side test? Both the triangles should be right angle triangle. Otherwise you can't take this test. Hypotenuse of one triangle should be given congruent to hypotenuse of the second triangle. One more side we need and it should be 90 degree. Both the angle 90 degree. Okay, so after going through SAS test, which all test you learnt? SSS, SAS, ASA, SAA test, and the next one is hypotenuse side test. Okay, these are the tests by which we can prove that one triangle is congruent to the other. So three things we need. If three specific parts of one triangle is congruent to the corresponding specific parts of the second triangle, then we can prove the triangle is congruent by any one out of these tests. If three parts are congruent, obviously the remaining parts also will be congruent. Now just imagine if I take the cutout of this triangle, easily I can put it on this. Both the triangles will coincide with each other because they are congruent. Let's start with practice at 13.1. The question given is, in each pair of the triangles in the following figures, parts bearing identical marks are congruent. Suppose these are the identical marks. That means this side congruent to the next identical marked side. State the test and correspondence of vertices by which the triangles in each pair are congruent. We have to state the test and name the triangle according to the correct correspondence. I told you, if you are naming first triangle in one way, in the same pattern you have to name the second triangle. Let's see the first example given here. As you can see, two triangles joined. We have two separate triangles here and some parts are marked by identical marks. So as you can see here, side XW congruent to side WY. Then angle W congruent to angle W, that is XWZ congruent to YWZ. And we have this WZ side common side. So by which test are these two triangles congruent? Which test? S, this is angle A and this is the common side. So these two triangles are congruent by SAS test. How will you write it? You will write it this way. First figure, first sum, triangle XWZ congruent to triangle. How you named the first triangle? Same way you named the second triangle. XWZ double marked to angle. Same way go from double marked to angle. YWZ congruent to YWZ by which test? SAS test. Common side. SAS test of congruence. That's it. This is the answer. State the test and correspondence of vertices. So the way you name the triangle is the correspondence of vertices. Okay. Coming to the second figure. Second figure, first you should notice the right angle. Right angle, if you see, it can be hypotenuse side test. Then you will look out for hypotenuse of one triangle is congruent to hypotenuse of the other. Yes. In triangle IJK and triangle IJL, as you can see here, angle IJL and IJK both are 90 degree. Then you have hypotenuse IK congruent to hypotenuse IL. One more we need, three parts we need. So this is first part we got. Second is angle, which is the third one. Third is the common side, IJ congruent to IJ, common side. Common side we mark it this way, I told you, common side. So both these triangles, now let us write the name of the triangle, second sum, triangle IJK congruent to triangle IJL by hypotenuse side test. Hypotenuse of one triangle congruent to hypotenuse of the other triangle. And one more side we have the common side. And the third one is 90 degree angle. I hope you are understanding well. Moving on to the third figure. The very simple. We have triangle HEG. Okay. Single marked to this. Nothing marked I said. Same way I will name. FGE. Single marked to nothing marked. In these two triangle, we have HE congruent to GF, say single marked, identical mark. HG congruent to EF and EG is the common side. So triangle HEG Same way I will name the second triangle. HEG, how did I name? Single marked to nothing marked. So this triangle also single marked to nothing marked. FGE. Congruent to triangle FGE by which test? Side, side, and this is common side by SSS, test of congruence. Write the full form. Write in complete sentence. No need to write the full form of the test. SSS, test of congruence. Fourth question you have. Two separate triangles given here. Find out by which test are they congruent. Angle, side, angle. ASA test. Angle S congruent to angle O. So both are shown with a circle. No? So these are the identical marks. Angle S congruent to angle O. Angle M congruent to angle P. And angle SM congruent to angle O. Side SM congruent to side OP. Both the triangles are congruent by ASA test. Write it. SMA congruent to OPT. How SMA? I went from this dot marked to angle. SMA, this way. So you have to start with the same way. You also should start with the same pattern. OPT. SMA and OPT. Congruent by ASA test. Coming to the fifth one, where you have two triangles here. Triangle TNM and triangle TNS. TN is the common side. By which test you can prove these two triangles congruent? Please don't think of hypotenuse side test because here 90 degrees is not marked. What all things you can see here? S, this means S, A angle and one more angle. SAA test. So triangle TNM congruent to triangle TNS by SAA test. Side angle angle test. SA test. Or you can also write it as AAS test. I don't think you will have any doubt in this. Just look at the identical marks and decide the test.